Thanks friends for watching our video today. Please remember to subscribe and click the bell at the end. Today we're going to check out the new patio that Papa built. We're going to visit up close and personal with some feathered friends and take the back door to the Slab City Hot Springs. Haha, well, I had a good time out in the four-wheeling area, out there scavenging. Found a couple of tires that I could use and found a bucket that's a really good food grade white plastic bucket. I wouldn't use it for food since I found it out in the desert at Slab City, but I don't know. It's totally in perfect shape. They cost $5 at Walmart or Lowe's, so what the heck. And it's a good bucket that I can use in the back, my new back patio. For a little coffee table area. So here's what things are looking like around here. Got the nice property line here, campsite line with the stone pyramids and the tires. And let me turn the camera around a little better and see what I'm doing. So we got Millennium Falcon out here, and we got the Bandit. Hiya, Bandit. Hi, Papa. I really don't like being on this leash, Papa. I just want you to know. Yeah, I know, Bandit, but you got to be on that leash. Because if I don't have you on that leash, you run away, and then I never know when you're coming back because you don't mind real well when you're off the leash. You're out looking for squirrels. So there's the campsite, and property line is looking good, looking well identified. I had somebody come through the other night coming from the direction I'm looking at now, which is towards the wash, and they came up and they just didn't see this property line that was before I had some of it right here, before I had that tire right there, and they just pulled right straight through my campsite. So I figured, well, I better get some more tires and build some more pyramids, and so that's what I've done. So coming through on this side, got some tires that just indicate to folks that this is a taken campsite. Now, one of the things that I did today was put up a patio on this back side here of my Millennium Falcon. As you can see, I've got my canopy up, and I've got a nice heavy-duty tarp for a floor since I don't have a second camping carpet like I have out front. I want to be able to sit on both sides sometimes. Back here in the morning, it's real nice to sit in the morning sun, and it's not too hot, and I'm hoping that canopy will also kind of help keep the Millennium Falcon a little bit cooler. We'll find out about that. So got a little mud there on the tracker, Mr. Tracker, because I was out four-wheeling, but I've got the rigs kind of staggered here. There's a reason for that, because if there's going to be some weather and some wind, it's a lot better to be having the big rig facing into the wind. And then if you have a tow behind vehicle, you can use that to kind of break up the wind a little bit too by parking it in front rather than having it off to the side somewhere. So this is my neighbor's place right here, Rich Riley. He's become a good friend of mine. The last month we've camped side by side, and we originally had our camp lines separated with a double line down the middle there. But this has been used at times by people four-wheeling to go right down through the gap in those creosote bushes and go down to the wash. So we created this this kind of joint camp with just a single line passing through it. And there's Papa and the Bandit's camp. And in between here, we've got this this single property line. And right here, we've got a sign that just lets people know what's what. Hey, you four-wheelers, no through traffic here. This is a dead end. Yabba dabba doo. Hi, friends. Well, it's been a beautiful day here in Slab City. Temperature's been right around 70, 75, clear skies, no wind. And so the no wind factor has meant that tonight Papa gets to enjoy a nice campfire. Yabba dabba doo. A nice campfire and the gorgeous desert and a wonderful, wonderful sunset. Isn't that beautiful? That is just awesome. Yabba dabba, beautiful. Well, I just made a significant improvement to the quality of my life on the Millennium Falcon. I knew I had this particular item in the Falcon somewhere. I wasn't quite sure where. I didn't want to go tearing through the whole thing to look for it. But I found it while I was rummaging for another thing. And so I'm really excited that now I've got it. It's awesome. Look at this. It's a hummingbird feeder. Yabba dabba doo. I don't know about y'all, but I just love the Hummers. They are just so cool. And I've been wanting to put out a feeder, and now I've got one. So the question is how long it's going to be before my first Hummer comes along. Let's see. Right now it is just a little past 9:30, and so we'll see how long it takes. I'll let you know. Bandit loves watching the Hummers. He doesn't bark at them, he just watches them. I think maybe he loves them as much as I do. Okay, friends, don't go away now. The hike to the hot springs is coming right up. Okay, friends, this is going to be a video like you've never seen before. Papa is going to hike down to the hot springs across the desert in the middle of a pouring rainstorm, and just to do something different, see what the wash is doing, see what the hot springs looks like when it's pouring down rain. So here's what it looks like outside here. Been pretty stormy and crazy and windy. So let's go on down. Yabba dabba doo. 360 of what things look like out here in the desert right now. It's the rain has let up just a little bit, so I'm always a little concerned about getting the gimbal out and the camera out when it's raining too hard. So I'll just do kind of a quick once around and give you a look-see. But the desert is starting to to flood up. It's getting pretty muddy. Places where I set my feet are getting pretty slippery. So let's continue on. This is just a tiny testament to the power of water. Look at how it's dug out the earth here in the desert. It's pretty amazing. Right there, that cliff is probably quite nearly 10 feet high. And it's also a testament to the fact that below the slightly harder surface area that's been compacted over time by rain, the ground underneath the first couple inches is just sand. Sand that just will wash right away. Papa Dale in the wind is continuing on the hike to the hot springs. In the rain, in the storm, in the wind. There's the tanks that I just walked by a few minutes ago. All painted up. I'm a long way away from them now. And over here on this side of the ridge is a familiar sight, Salvation Mountain. We'll get to that too in a little bit. Maybe not this video, but we'll get to that, and we'll do a drive-by, and then we'll also do an in-depth study of it. This is looking to me like we're getting closer to the hot springs. This looks to be like a marsh that the hot springs empties out into. Lots of reeds. And they go quite a distance. I do believe there are two hot springs. The one that's commonly used by the slabs, and the slabbers call it the Slabs Hot Springs. Then there's another one down about a quarter of a mile called the Baratza Hot Springs. I looked them up on Google, and there is a difference in the pictures that are posted, so it is apparently two different hot springs, but that's about all I know. Looks like we're coming up now on the Slab Hot Springs. There's a van parked up there. I can hear some faint voices in the background, so I think there's probably people in the hot springs. There's a lot of nude bathing that goes on here, so out of respect for them, I'm not going to just walk in with camera rolling. I'm going to walk in, see what's going on before I decide whether I'm going to shoot any film or not. Our friends, we found the Slab Hot Springs. Coming the back way, kind of went the long way. It's going to be a shorter walk back. But it's pretty nice here, and we do have a couple fellas in here, Christian and Jason, we do have a couple of fellows here, Christian and Jason, that are just taking a nice soak. They tell me that the water is about 100 degrees. It kind of makes you jump a little bit when you first get in, and so let's go over here and take a look. Thanks for watching our video today, friends. Please remember to subscribe and click the bell. And watch the next video, because we're going to talk a little bit more about the Slab City Hot Springs and explore for that mysterious, hidden second hot springs. Where is it?